Minnesota Vikings stumble off to Green Bay this week. They've lost 2 in a row, 4 of their last 5, sitting at the bottom of the NFC North. Packers just snapped a 2-game losing skid to make sure they remained right in the thick of it.
Loading up, gotta hurry, hit from behind, ball is out!
This is the first meeting between the two this year. Vikings taking on a defense that's been pretty stingy as of late, and an offense that woke back up after a 2-week nap. Forget 6-7, give the cheese some 2-7. Green Bay putting up 27 points last week. That's the 5th time they've ended with exactly that.
Dancing, floating in, and it is held on to by Wilson.
Had themselves a Slurpee day versus the G-Men, 7 for 11 on 3rd down, 4 for 4 in the red zone. It's been pretty straightforward in their case, put up 27-plus points, 6-0-1 in those games. 0-3 in games where the offense didn't show up, 7, 13, and 10 points in those games. So what about Minnesota's defense? They held Chicago to 19 points, only 2 red zone trips allowed, 7 for 18 on 3rd down, and the Bears are a top 10, 25-point-a-game outfit this year.
Looking deep, launching deep for Odunze, and it's incomplete.
The caveat, that was the 4th game they've held a team under 24 points, so 24-plus points allowed in 6 games. They also played the pass better last week compared to their 2025 resume, held Caleb Williams to 193 yards, just 6 yards per attempt, no TDs allowed, held him to a 68 rating.
Slinging out here to Burden, and he gets swarmed immediately for nothing.
Can they keep that up versus Jordan Love? He snapped a 2-game dud streak with a 2 TD, no INT day versus New York. Nothing crazy yards-wise, but a 100-plus rating over 7 yards per attempt.
Love, drop back, wide open man, it's the tight end Josh Wiley.
That is back-to-back games with less than 177 yards passing, and back-to-back games completing less than 60% of his throws. He took a couple of sacks on his 24 pass attempts.
Jordan Love, after taking that Flanagan Fowles hit, is going to the sideline.
But Love has only taken 16 sacks all year. Now he takes on the #1 blitzing team in the land. For the record, Love versus the Blitz in 2025. 9 touchdowns, only 1 pick, a 119 rate, so he's beat it plenty. Vikings had trouble taking Williams down at times. They were missing Jonathan Grenard, though, and they did finish him off twice at least.
Williams looking around and finally dropped.
Their DBs gave up 40 yards to Colston Loveland, 41 to Rome Odunze, 45 to Cole Kmet, so tight ends dinged him. Wasn't the position Love used versus the Giants. Only guys with 10-plus yards were wideouts. Matthew Golden, 24 yards. Savion Williams, 33. Christian Watson, 46, and 2 TDs. One a real beaut, Clark.
Floats it, Watson up top, it is caught!
Romeo Doubs led the team with 53 yards.
On the rollout, Love throws on the move, Romeo Doubs steps out inside the 15.
A couple of drops, or could have been more. They roll into this game with questions in the backfield. Josh Jacobs has a bum knee, so Emmanuel Wilson could lead the way. He scored versus New York, 40 yards.
Wilson slips through and scores to give Green Bay the lead. His first touchdown of the season.
If Jacobs makes a go of it, he comes in with a little mojo on his side at least. Was having a good game when he left, 5.7 a carry, 40 yards.
Josh Jacobs has been one of the most productive running backs in the NFL this year.
Vikings, usually a tough team to run on. Didn't handle DeAndre Swift great, 4.3 a run allowed to him, 90 yards, but they held Kyle Monangai to 1.9 a run, holding the Bears to 3.6 per when it was all over.
Here is a fumble, ball is loose on the ground, kicked way backwards.
Minnesota's defense did enough to win that game. They even played the shaggy role on the game-winning field goal. Wasn't them that gave up the long kickoff return that set it up. And despite their offense handing them the lead late, J.J. McCarthy once again leading a late TD drive, KDOT would tell you 17 points is not enough. 3 for 11 on 3rd down.
On 3rd and 3, McCarthy near side again, and Jefferson sailed it way high. Wow.
Fewer than 23 points in 7 games after playing 10. Somebody's got to get on their Or on McCarthy's 16 for 32 versus Chicago, just 150 yards. The late TD stacked against 2 INTs, a 47 rating, has interceptions in all his games, so 5 straight games in his case. His play brought out the Boo Birds at home last week.
McCarthy, end zone, intercepted! And you got some Boo Birds here in Minneapolis.
Packers secondary he faces next just handled famous Jameis, holding Winston to less than 7 yards per attempt, a 71 rate. No TDs, picked him off.
Winston fires, end zone, off target, picked off!
Sure, it was Winston, a backup to a backup, but their DBs are holding quarterbacks to a sub-90 rate for the year, and no team is allowing less than their 6 yards per attempt. And their defense, as a whole, has held their last 3 opponents under 21 points, held New York to 20.
Now Winston's going to take a deep shot, and that could have been picked by Nixon. Whoa.
So they've kept it under 21 points 7 out of 10 games. Gave up 57 yards to Isaiah Hodgins in their win over the G-Men, 51 to Tyrone Tracy. No one else cracked 40. Only Justin Jefferson with 40-plus versus the Bears. Jordan Addison had the late TD in 20 yards. Could have had more, but forgot his stickum maybe. Jalen Naylor, 16 yards. TJ Hawkinson, 39. JJ with 61.
McCarthy over the middle. He's got a completion. Justin Jefferson makes the catch.
But he was visibly frustrated having to play a role as a member of the Seaver family. McCarthy wasn't sacked on 32 pass attempts, so that didn't play a role in his growing pains. Chicago's pass rush, not as well equipped as Green Bay's. Micah Parsons, with 1.5 of the Packers' 2 Winston takedowns, leads the team with 8 now.
Here comes the rush, and down he goes! Packers get the stop.
Green Bay's front's play versus the run week 11 gave up 142 yards on the ground, 88 to Tyrone Tracy on 4.6 a carry, but they also held Devin Singletary to 2.8 a run, holding New York to 3.7 on the day, which fits as they've been tough on runners all season.
They'll hand it off for Singletary.
Of course, there's Quay Walker running. That's why he went outside.
That's right.
Bang!
Vikings counter with Aaron Jones and Jordan Mason. Mason 45 yards and a touchdown, hefty 7.5 per try. Jones 70 yards on 4.4 per, so they come in with some mojo down low.
Jones slips through. There's a nice seam. Aaron Jones has a first down.
Longtime NFL North rivals, or NFL West rivals, or NFL Central rivals. They've been duking it out since 1961, 2 playoff meetings, 2012 and 2004.
As the NFC's lowest seed, Minnesota had pundits to prove wrong and Packers to pay back.
Dante takes the Matt Burke snap, rolls out to the left. He can run if he wants and he will. No, he passes. Caught at the 45, and it's caught by Mo to the 40. He's streaking to the end zone. Culpepper fade right. Moss single coverage. Caught. Touchdown.
2 plays later, Antoine Winfield made it 2 possessions, 2 stops for the Vikings defense. Can the Minnesota Moving Company then finish the job with an 8-minute drive that silenced the Lambeau faithful?
And the Minnesota Moving Company opened a massive hole for Ontario Smith.
Minnesota's first road playoff victory since 1997 punctuated an evening of Packer-felt purple payback and provides a launch pad for Minnesota's 2005 Super Bowl aspirations.
I'll tell you what, I couldn't be more proud of you guys to come in here with every book and all the garbage we went through the whole season, to stick together. You showed a lot of fortitude. You showed me all the things that I thought you had all year.